Hello guys, in this video I'll let you know about a new killer feature in Plasticity. So guys, why am I through this max right now? Well, because guys, a lot of times there are shapes that are much easier and faster to create with polygons as opposed to CAD. But the question is, how do we export them into CAD successfully? Well, up until now I've used various things. There is a Blender add-on. There is a Moai, Moment Inspiration 3D, allows you to do that. But now Plasticity has a native feature to do that. But before that, let me just show an example of what I'm talking about here. So if I create a plane like this, and let's say go ahead and just do some basic modeling here. So let me go ahead and symmetrify this. And then turbo smooth. So guys, there's lots of things that we can do very easily, well, with polygons. And very easy, just kind of move this up here. We can connect these vertices, move this down, get all sorts of interesting curves here that would take a lot more time with CAD. And I'm not saying it's impossible to do with CAD, it's obviously possible, but just like with CAD, you kind of have to know what you're doing already, and then you kind of have to like have a plan in your mind, and you can go ahead and create the curves. But guys, when it comes just as like this kind of like very free-form design like this, just being able to move this, you can't really do that in CAD. It's a lot more difficult. So a lot of times it's actually very good to beneficial just to work here with polygons and just to get those shapes that you like. And then, you know, cut here. And so guys, just like that, you get access to this really fun design, you know, being able to quickly rotate things like this, for example. You can't really do that with CAD as easily. That's why, guys, we want to go ahead and spend some time here with Max or Blender or Maya or your polygonal modeling program of choice, and you get some very interesting shapes going here. You know, very easy to do a lot of things that are more difficult. For example, just freeform, just FFD, freeform deformation, and just very quickly changing the shape of things. That would, of course, be close to impossible or just very time intensive with CAD. All right, so just like this, for example, guys. Giving you a very quick demonstration here. All right. If you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to check out the description where I have links to more advanced courses such as on sci-fi design, futuristic vehicles, furniture, and more comprehensive advanced courses. Alright, let's go with something like that. Oh, sorry guys, once I start polygon modeling, it's kind of hard to stop. Let's say we got this right here. Alright, how do we get this into Plasticity? So the first thing to note, guys, is that sometimes you may want to have a shell and sometimes not. Now, the thing about shell is that the shell allows you to push this, give this a thickness that would be difficult to achieve with CAD. So for example, you can really just, after you apply this, after you apply the shell, you can kind of move this as high as you want, kind of get any kind of thickness you want right here. So you could go ahead and do the shell first, and do that right there, and then export this without the turbo smooth, right? So you could do that, or you can turn the shell off for now, and just export this right here, guys. So as you can see, not subdivided, not shelled, just this right here. I'll go ahead and file export selected. Alright, I'll go ahead and use the preset ZBrush. I'll turn off export materials and create matte library. And I'll turn off this flip YZ axis pose like. We don't need that. We're just going to export this. Now I'll see you in Plasticity. In Plasticity, I'll go into here and I'll go into import. All right, we've got this right here. All right, here's our object. All right, so as you notice, we can't really do much with this. It's just kind of this thing here. I can't even see the edges here. All we gotta do, guys, is press F for all of our tools, and then PO polysplines. Give it a few seconds to run, and boom, just like that, guys, we now have a mesh ready to go in Plasticity. Now, the thickness. So if you did not add thickness in 3ds Max or your other programs, you can add thickness here by pressing F and then TH thicken. The only problem is, guys, it won't go too far. It won't go as far as it did in 3ds Max. So, you know, it'll do a certain amount here. Now that might already be too much for this object at least. So as you can see, it kind of thickens it up a little bit here. Another option, guys, is to select this and then Shift D and move it up. And then you can go ahead and select edge by edge. Now, I can try and go ahead and hold down Alt and do that and press Loft, press L for Loft, but as you can see, it says too much, too much. So let's go ahead. You can do like a few at a time. Press L, and then you can have, for example, G0. And just like that, guys, you can go ahead and have the thickness you want. Now I'm also going to go ahead and export that other mesh, the one with the thickness right here. All right, I'll go ahead and export this as well. All right, guys, we've got this now. Let's run the same polyspline command. There we go, guys. Now here's the thing. If you are going to use thicken in Plasticity, well, let me just show you, for example. Let's say I delete that. All right, let's say I thicken this up. Let's see if we can handle 2 here. All right. Now, because you ran the thicken command in Plasticity, you will get a perfect edge right here which can be filleted. However, if you imported this, as you can see, there's no like clean edge here. I can't just select this and try and fillet this. It's already been kind of pre-filleted. So what you can do, one thing I recommend, I'm going to do Alt X and then X to just cut it in half. One thing you can do, guys, is you can recut it. So I can go in here, and I can go ahead and kind of create shapes here. I'm holding down Control to eliminate the snagging behavior. Alright, now select this, press C, select that, cut this away. Alright, so because I recut it, now the filleting behavior is available again. So that's a nice little pro tip, guys, for me to you, is you can kind of recut it, but you know, things can get kind of sloppy. So what I recommend is, you can of course export little panels here, but I recommend just exporting the whole object, whatever it is, a character, vehicle, prop, and then you can kind of recut everything here into little panels and things. Or of course you can always export the panels and then just go ahead and run the thicken command. Alright, so guys, this opens up the possibility for really creative detailing. So for example, the first thing you can do is just of course the good old panel lines. So I'll hold down Control, I get that. Alright, I've got B. Let's see, set to bevel. I select this. I press B for fillet. Yes, sorry, let's see. That is fillet. It's B by default. So obviously, guys, when I select the edge right here, it's automatically in fillet mode, and I just press D, but the actual default hotkey is B, right? So I'll select this edge, B, D, for fillet. Alright, now I'll select this, press C, select that, and just like that, guys, we now have two objects. I can go ahead and, you know, drag one of these colors here, these pre-made colors I've got here. Alright, and just like that, guys, I now have 2 separate objects. And we can do really fun things here, guys. For example, if I create a cylinder here, then I'll rotate it, I'll just use RR. Alright, I'll select this surface. I'll go ahead and Shift D. And then I'll go ahead and extend. Now select this, select that, Q, cut it away. And just like that, guys, I now have this flush surface here. But before I do that, let me go ahead and EDB to create a little copy here. So I'll select this, I've united it together, then I will subtract that. And just like that, guys, you have this really nice flush cylindrical details. Alright guys, you can also go ahead and dive into your collection of little doodad pieces here and start mass creating little doodads. For example, let me do this for example, Control-Shift-C. Over here, Control-Shift-V. Alright, variety of details here. You can go over some more complex. Or some other details. Alright guys, let me show you another example I did previously. Right over here. So as you guys can see, I went ahead and started with another one right here. With this right here. So you can see I just kept it very simple here. And guys, you can very easily just kind of work with polygons to get these kind of really complex shapes. And then export this in Plasticity, guys. Now I went ahead and really just, I was a little bit crazy with the details here. You can see how quickly you can get panel lines, nice little details like this, and just really turn a simple polygon model into something much more complex. So guys, I always prefer to use the best features of all programs. And so a lot of people like to do these kind of complex details with sculpting or with polygons, but I think that CAD for complex, mechanical, detailed, hard surface details is really the way to go. Another detail I like, guys, is these kinds of cylindrical details here. Just because it's very easy to make it flush with the surface. Even on the curved surface like this, it's nice and flush here, which is hard to do with other types of modeling here. So guys, be sure to check out Plasticity. In the description and all my descriptions, I always have a 10% discount on Plasticity. So if you guys are interested, please check out the description to find a 10% discount. Thank you for watching and take care.